Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and I'm just watching the sunset on the end of my second day in this Let's Play, because what I want to do is do a few things before I sleep through the night, and they're quite important, and they are related to what I want to do in this part, which is build a very basic hover vehicle. Then what I want to do is get out and get to level 5. I think I'm not that far away. You see the stats here. I need to get to level 5. So that I can unlock some other advanced items. So that's going to be the objective of this part. But the first thing I want to do is pull out a couple of things. I want the copper or that out of here. Because what I want to do is build a second portable constructor. I've also got some other stuff there. That blankets, bandages can go there. That's why I said blankets. The other thing I also want to do is make, what's this? This is 2 plant protein. I think we'll make one of those and all that. I'm just going to make the portable constructor. The other thing I also want to do is talk about a comment from Coolcom. I think that's how his name is pronounced. Who quite rightly pointed out that I shouldn't have been eating raw meat in the previous video. Well, the reason I did that was more to do with the fact that I wanted to demonstrate that you could eat raw meat, but there was the consequences. And as long as you've got natural sweetener, you can deal with the indigestion that results. But as Coolcom pointed out, cooking the meat is far more important. And also, more importantly, if you look at this, the perish time on this is 9. So if I sleep through the night, there's a good chance this might spoil. So what I need to do is make that into meat, which gives that a greater chance of getting through the night. And so that's another way you've got to look at it. Now, the next thing I want to do is that I need to make the necessary components for the very simple hover vehicle that I'm going to make. We're certainly going to need a hover vehicle starter kit. I should have plenty of resources for this. And of course, what we're going to need is, I think I'm going to knock up about 20 steel blocks. Now, what I want to build in this part is something that I can hear somebody knocking around here. He's making me a little bit nervous. Sorry about that. If I don't really want to stand. Oh, great. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're just going to have to do this, try and do this very quickly. So, what I'm thinking, I mean, I did consider going for these ones, but I like this ground repulsor engine. Now, the reason that the ground repulsor engine is quite useful is the fact you don't have to make RCSs, and more importantly, also the fuel consumption seems to be a bit lower. But you can see, but it does not work on the water. But I think for the purposes of this series, we're just going to build that. We need 4 of that. We need a cockpit. And of course, we're going to need a fuel tank and a generator. And what we're going to do is knock out a couple of cargo boxes, because at the moment I haven't got to the point where I can unlock all these extensions. And I say the sole purpose of this is just to get out and about and just have a bit of fun, do a bit of exploration. So that's about it. And of course, the other thing we're going to have to make is some biofuel. Got plenty of logs, because there's no point. So we're just going to let all that build up. I can still hear. Where are you? Oops, I can't see. I'm really missing my suit light. I think we're just going to sleep through the night so I can see what the heck's going on. We're just going to come in here. I think sleeping in here would probably be the safer option. So we're now up and running. I mean, I could deploy on the base, but again, just to show you guys, if I come into F3 here, the hover vehicle, what I really would like to do is unlock the fridge, but there's no point me unlocking that fridge until I've got a constructor, because you can see that's a small constructor. I can't build that in there. And it's the same with these container controllers. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 situation. But what I can do if I can get to level 5 is I can unlock the small constructor for the hover vehicle. And the same also applies to the base. You can see down here that I come down through the base here and see that a large constructor. So I need to lay this out. I've got cargo boxes which I can make there. But this is for the base. More importantly, again, the armor locker in the base is level 5. So getting to level 5 is quite important. Oh, great. Look at that. We got the local bugs right on the doorstep. And they are a lot more aggressive than they used to be. My instinct is, shall I go out and kill them? I need the XP. And he's a little bit further away, so I think I can live with that. Okay. Right, let's just pick out here, and of course we're going to need the hover vehicle starter kit and some blocks to get going, and the cockpit. As I say, this is going to be the ultimate basic hover vehicle. It's going to be nothing particularly special. I'm not even going to take the blocks off the front here. And what I'm thinking, oops, no, back to here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to literally just put out something like that. And what I'm actually thinking is making something that's going to be a little bit chunky. Well, I don't really want it that chunky. I mean, I could try and put it on the front like that, but I don't think it's going to work. So I think we're just going to have the cockpit. Oh, come on, game. One thing I hate about building on the ground, but the way it is. I think maybe we'll just go with that. Oh, go away. Shotgun. Yes, I know, you're just hanging around. As I say, one thing I will be doing, one advantage with this is I am going to get in XP. I'm just going to hook up the fuel tanks and the thrusters. What we're going to do is just whack that on. I think to give a bit, actually we can go straight down the center, I think. I'm just going to, so that should be okay. I think from the purposes of this, what I'm going to do is put, I want a bit of width, so what I'll do is just whack that on, like that. And where was that? Yeah, that's right forward. And they don't come any simpler than this. That should be it. And we've got a couple of cargo boxes. We'll hook the fuel out. And it's going to, I think we're, yeah. What's the capacity? 100, that's 125. That's 150. That's 250 as well. That's better. Actually, does that look? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, I must admit I haven't really experimented with the cargo boxes. I mean, it's not a large carry capacity. I mean, when I could put more on, but I can't see the point, to be honest, guys. And what we should be able to do now is manage the fuel. Going to put, probably going to take everything like that, so we're not going to get that. The other thing also, while I'm talking about it, is you can see here that even the hover vehicles have shield generators. I think what I'm going to do is also, we've got any more fuel here. Haven't got any more fuel, so we need more plant fibers. Okay. And what I wouldn't mind is a chainsaw. I'm just going to knock up a chainsaw, although I'm going to have to make fuel. But I've got the portable constructor here, so if we can go out and pick stuff up, we'll be okay. We can probably get rid of that. We don't need that for the moment. Probably put that in. I mean, we've got a bit more plant fiber there. So we still don't have enough, but we'll be okay, guys. I mean, I've converted all my trees in. What we're going to do is just hook this up. That. Just going to take a chance and not have the block there. And then theory, if we go up in here and we power on, and there we are. We got the ultimate basic hover vehicle, which is not brilliantly safe because you can see the highest we can get to is 1.5 meters. So it's not a thing. I'm just going to try and just adjust the weight a little bit. But it does mean that we're able to get out now a little bit and pick up a few things. And I think we'll just go for that natural sweetener to start with. And I suppose I better start and actually get some fuel for this thing. So, yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm just going to jump straight in here. Yeah, we'll see if we can find some trees. We're going to need to chop some trees down, make some fuel. There's a slime monster there as well, but they don't tend to be that aggressive. There's some plant protein there, so of course what we're going to have to do is use the survival tool to start with. And strangely enough, you cut down trees in defensive mode, not drill mode. I'm just going to chop this down here. What I should have done is kept some of my biofuel back so that I could power my chainsaw. Right. And we've now reached level 5, so it didn't take long to get there. And I've got 5 logs, so what we're going to do is deploy the constructor out. And this is the reason why I made the second constructor. And what I'm going to do is make about 5 of these. And while that's going on, we can just get out here and hack down another tree. That looks like a tree. Let's just grab. Because what I really want to do is find promethium. If I can find promethium and mine it, then I'm going to be very comfortable about getting my base up and running. Wait, aren't you making anything for me? Okay. Obviously the game has decided it wants to glitch out a little bit. So we're just going to just make a few more of these while we're at it. Go on. I can hear the slime monster. Where are you? There he is. Let's get up nice and close. Oops. Moral of the story is you load your weapon before you actually attack something. Sorry about that, guys. Right, we've got a little bit of fuel, so we can now put that onto there. And I'm just going to let that build up, and we're just going to use the chainsaw to chop down a few more trees while that's actually cooking up a little bit. And of course we'll get it loaded. This should make short work of the trees, but more importantly now you've got to remember to pick up the logs, because unlike the survival tool puts it in your inventory automatically, the chainsaw does not. So this is something you need to bear in mind as well. Yeah, we'll just neck that up. I think we'll get one more just so that we've got plenty to be going on with. That's enough. Just get back to the hover vehicle. I'm just going to grab here. And of course, we've got one more left to do. And of course, what we can do now is actually what I could do is. Now, I'm just going to leave that for the moment. Got a little bit of fuel, a bit more fuel. Pick up this. I'm just going to jump straight back into Mr. Basic. Maybe that's what I should call it. We've checked out the small wreckage. What I'm actually a little bit curious about, guys, is, well, we can pick up that plant fiber. All XP. And I'm a little bit curious about this spider's nest. I know it's probably high on the list of total stupidity, but I'm just curious. I mean, now I've got the hover vehicle. Bear in mind that this hover vehicle cannot go over water. Just looking around. Oh, here they are. Here you are, boys. Come on. And of course, we've got to keep up the long-standing tradition of my campaign. Where are you? Hey, don't go away. I'm after you. Again, spiders are a good way to pick up some XP. Maybe we can get in a little bit closer. There we are, some more of them. I don't know what the spawn rate for these guys is, but there's a... Whoops, missed him. Just do a reload. Right, let's just... I'm a little bit cagey about this because I have this horrible suspicion that this may suddenly spawn some higher level spider or something like queen spider or king spider or what you want to call it. So there's something here, and somebody did say about digging down. Oops. Hey. Hello, boys. I don't know why I'm picking up everything, but never mind. Gotcha. Is there anything here? There he is. Spider there. What's that? That's a natural stimulant. Some brain that's not much use. I'm very curious. I am going to do a bit of digging. Somebody did pass a comment and say do some digging. I'm just going to get away. I don't know if there's going to be anything underneath this, but we'll check it out. Yeah, there we are. This down here. See what we got here. We got some nutrient solution and nothing. Okay. Let's just dig out a little bit more, just to see. There's another barrel there. I don't know if there's going to be any more. Let's just dig out completely underneath. There's a loot box there. Okay. Third one there. Nothing in that. Oh well, never mind. Oops. I want to fall down the hole because another loot box just there. And we got some phoenix fern and some more spiky mushrooms. Well, it's not a brilliant haul, but I mean, maybe we'll just go out a bit more over here just to see. I mean, there's some plant fibers there actually, which I didn't pick. So let's just get in a bit. I'll pick those as well. It's not that bad a haul around here. I'll just do another little bit of a quick once over. In some ways, this is quite an interesting early loot location. I don't think there's anything else there, so I think that's about it. Now, where did I leave my hover vehicle? over there. Of course, I didn't power it off, which is a bit stupid. So what we're going to do is just go back this way. Just get back to the shotgun, actually. I'm not going to be walking around hostile territory. What's the fuel situation? Yeah, we're still 23%. This is one of the reasons why I like using this very basic ship just for the initial exploration. Because compared to once you start putting in RCSs and other things, I think I can show it. If I show you the stats here, where's the fuel consumption? I mean, it's a 18p 8p well, power units, I presume that is. So it goes to show how small that actual area is there. And I mean, I don't really need like cargo box. What's the cargo box? Yeah, I mean, the cargo box capacity is only 250, and a lot of this is going to spoil anyway. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest about it, guys. I mean, I could put the bike in there. I mean, at the moment this hover vehicle cargo capacity is roughly the same as my what we call it, my suit. But more importantly, we are now at level 5. I can now start thinking about the next step in the process, which is getting maybe the base up and running so I can get some armor, because I would really like to, I can't remember where the armor is now. Is it at the bottom of weapons? I certainly want to unlock that light armor. I mean, mainly for protection against the how can you say, the environment, rather than, you know, protection against the creatures. So let's just head back towards the engine compartment where we've set up, and we get back to there, and let's just finish off this video. I don't want it to be too long, but now I've got to level 5. We've got a few resources here. I'm just going to get in here and park and just drop down this very dinky little ship. I'm going to power off just to save a little bit of power for a moment. And what we're going to do is jump it down to here. If I get into here now, if I actually unlocked it, let me just check. Okay, very cool. What we're going to do is unlock the small constructor. And what we're going to do now is get into here. I mean, I can take this stuff off and reuse it, but what we're going to do is just build that small constructor. We've got the resources for it. And what I can do also is get here, and we're going to unlock the fridge. Just drop that in as well, because we've now got the extra container controllers now, and we've got some guns. Don't think anything else. Let's see the armor locker. I'm sure the other vehicle had an armor locker. Well, where are you? Yeah. So we've got to unlock that there, and we've now got the armor locker for the HV as well. What I should now be able to do is get in here and armor locker for HSV HV. So we're just going to build that. And the other thing we can do now also is come in here. Where is it? It comes under weapons. I'm just going to build that. I'm just going to hook this out. Whack that on to the ship. You onto there now. That means I can now, once I've got some resources, I'm just going to, oops, pull out iron, got some silicon. Okay, we're getting a bit overloaded, but that's okay. And what we're going to do is just access cargo box 3. And again, I'm not going to put too much in here. Just going to split it. Oops. Go want to split that down a little bit. And just pop that back into there. Just split that back again like that. And oops, got the armor locker there, so that off. And I'm just going to, should be able to pop that onto there. When this is more of a service vehicle than anything else, and just going to access the, oops, no, cargo box 3. And I'm just going to put some silicon in. I'm just going to power this up again like that. Devices. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I forgot to sort this in so I can see things. I'm going to get into here. What we should. Oops, we're going to assign the constructor there. And we need some nanotubes. What do we need for nanotubes? Need some carbon substrate. Okay, so I think I've got some. I've still got logs in my inventory. Yeah, we got some logs. So just shove that into cargo box 3. Just going to drop some of those into there. That fills that up completely, which is pretty useless, but never mind. And what we're going to do is change this to cargo box 3.1. What we should be able to do is, oh, why can't I make nanotubes? Carbon substrates. What do I need for carbon substrate then? I thought all I needed was cellulose. Oh, stone dust, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of these weirdies, I think we need. Anyway, I've got to go and mine stone. Okay, so what we need to do is take out some of these. So my restricted capacity. And we should now be able to make a hover variable fridge. So we're just going to knock that out. And we got the armor. So what we should be able to do now is we can find the. And what we should be able to do now is hook that up. Put that on. We've now got armor. So I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. I say I need to deal with the environment now because you can see here now my armor protects me from the cold, so I don't have a problem with that. And what we're going to do now is just have a quick look at cargo box 3, not 3.1. Okay, I've got a fridge. We can now put on this ship like that. And so that means what we can do now is, whoops, F4. We can start getting serious about this now. And what we can do now is start to put some of this stuff into here. Perish time. Anything else in here? Yeah, well, we got some spoiled food. See, some spoiled food there. There's probably some of the meat left over. But beyond that, we are looking good. I think what we're going to do is put quite a lot of this. I mean, to be honest, a lot of this stuff, I'm going to keep some logs for the moment just in case. Put the fiber in. I'm certainly going to put that in there. Not that interested in the natural stimulant. I'm certainly going to put the phoenix fronds in there and the copper. So we've now got that operational. So what we can do now is get in here and turn off the thrusters just to save a little bit of power. The consumption's now risen to 37 power units. So we're going to consume a little bit more fuel. We're going to have to keep an eye on the fuel situation. But that means I can now preserve food. I can make some more items using the portable constructor for his. So I think what we can do, I can't remember what we need with the scanner. So let me just have a check of that just to finish the video off. Yeah, we got the detector here. And that actually needs the small constructor. So what we should be able to do now is come into here and make the HV detector. I'm just going to do this, and then this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I'm just going to knock this out. And we need something to eat as well. That's good. Oops. I don't know why I do that. It's a habit that I haven't been able to shake. Despite the fact that we've gone all the way through Alpha 9, I still have this kind of inclination. For the moment, we're just going to shove that there. And if we jump into here now, yeah, we look at that, we can see there's lots of stuff to the south of us, north. So we're looking really good here, guys. And this is where I'm going to wind the video up. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it interesting. Next part, we will get out, do a bit more exploring. I say the focus is going to be more on trying to find Promethium. Maybe we'll go over and do the unknown artifact. In fact, what I'm going to do, just remember, is I don't really need this deployed, so I'm just going to pick the tent up. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.